Dangal. We've already met, but hi. Okay, so I think we should first talk about what were the differences, because I wrote a book and you made a movie, and there's huge differences in, both of those things. So, I mean, I guess one of the things would be that a book you write, I mean, not, of course, not alone, but you write it when you're doing the actual writing, mostly by yourself. But when you're doing a movie, I mean, you have to wake up at like 5 every day and work with a bunch of people, some who you may not be, I won't say not like, but you know what I mean. So what are the challenges when you're making a movie?
I certainly don't know about the challenges. I'm merely a debutante. I really don't know what the challenges were. I was just blindly following the instructions given by our directors. So yeah, I mean, it's up to you people, writers, of course, who write the script and who brilliantly shape the script, and they are the ones who decide what we are supposed to do, and they decide our work. So I feel that whatever we do, or half of the credit really goes to them. Even in Dangal, I feel if it would not have been a brilliant script, I don't think we would have been such good actors. So I think the credit goes to the writers. So it's amazing whatever you're doing. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. True. So what kind of research did you do just to get into the role of any character? How do you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. It was just I was just called for an Amir Khan movie. That was it. That was my moment. Oh, it's an Amir Khan movie. Let's go. Doesn't matter what it is. So.
Wow, I should try that. What am I doing? No, I'm doing everything wrong, clearly. So I mean, of course, you just kind of answered my question, but what kind of inspires you to make great art, as opposed to just Snapchatting all day? Agni, I'm looking at you.
I'm also on Snapchat. Thanks. What is the question?
The question is what
Snapchat
inspires
distracted me.
what inspires you to go beyond the Snapchat story?
Nothing really inspires me. I mean, I really want to get out of social media, but I don't know. Nothing really inspires me. I'm so boring in life. Nothing inspires me at all. Nothing inspires me. What inspires you?
Oh, okay. I was not expecting that question. That's deep.
Now you know.
Now, yeah. Give me a minute. I'm working on it. I guess just the fact that when you write a story worth telling, it becomes something that people can actually read and enjoy, and it could possibly become part of their lives in a way that you would never even have guessed. So I guess when the story becomes a story worth telling, that's when you know that you should write it. I guess that's what that's.
Why Kashmir? Why did you choose Kashmir for your novel?
Well, okay, this is gonna sound ridiculous, especially because you grew up there. But it was actually originally based in London, because the house that inspired it was in London. But I don't really like London that much, so I couldn't write about it with any passion or vibrance. So then Mom was the one who said, maybe you should just set it in India. But I was like, okay, but I need snow to be around the house at least one season of the year, because that's the kind of house that it is. And then she said, okay, set it in Kashmir. And I was like, that's not a bad idea.
You've been to Kashmir, of course.
Yeah, of course. We used to go once every year because Dad grew up there. But I don't doubt that it's very different for you having grown up in Kashmir than it is for me having grown up in Mumbai. Like, one of the things I think would definitely be different is that the reason there are such vivid descriptions in the book is because living in Kashmir, you're just surrounded by such beauty that I don't know if because whenever I see anything that's mildly beautiful, naturally I'm like, oh my god. But you must just be like, yeah,
No, not. I really miss it now.
Miss it now, right?
I certainly miss it.
I would like to raise a bit of awareness about the difficulties that come with having short hair, because it's not easy. And what did you say? You were on the set one day, right? You told me.
I was on the set one day, and this is when we actually started shooting after my hair was cut. And I was very excited. Oh wow, I'm in a movie. Why don't people come up to me and click pictures with me? So this first experience of my first picture, where this little kid comes to me and he's like, "ये तो आमिर खान फिल्म में है ना? ए भैया मेरे साथ एक फोटो खिंचाओ ना." I was like, I was taken aback for 10 minutes, and I didn't talk to anyone for an hour. I mean it. I didn't talk to anyone. I sat in my van and I was like, I'm not coming out of this place.
No, I went into the ladies' bathroom and I'm just trying to wash my hands. I'm not trying to get into this screaming kid in the corner. And the mother is just like, can you please calm down? It's not even that big of a deal. I don't know what they were talking about. And then the kid goes, but mommy, he's not even supposed to be in here. And I was like, excuse you. And so yeah, it's way tougher than people think it is, first of all.
Not that I have seen you in long hair, but you look really good.
No, let me
What does that even mean?
Come on, I can ask myself a question. Let me just think of a normal question that somebody would want to. So, how long in total did it take you to make the film versus did it take me to write the book? Because mine took like 1.5 to 2 years. So, how long?
I really don't know. See, there's a difference in writing and when you act. So I can only talk about my part.
Yeah.
Because I was not involved in
The whole part.
the whole preparation or whatever. So I was only involved for 8 months. I can only talk about my involvement in it. I was only involved for 8 months. Rest I don't know. I think it took them 4 years to write the script and execute everything. I really don't know.
Okay, but one question that I genuinely want to ask. Whenever I listen to myself on a video, I hear myself and I sound really squeaky. Does that happen to you when you're watching yourself on film? You just
I
want to be
hate
like,
to watch myself on screen.
right?
I hate it.
Like, isn't that kind of annoying?
It's annoying and it's so embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. I hate it. I never watch my interviews. I was scared to watch my film.
Yeah, but you had to go, right? Because you can't be like, you know.
No, I cannot watch it.
I don't want to watch it. It's just too downclassed.
The first few ads I shot, my voice was dubbed. So
Oh.
it was okay. But in the movie, I was like, and now I have to watch myself for an hour.
For just like. Well, okay, I actually thought of a nice quote to wrap up on, so I'm going to wrap up on a nice note, which is that there's this really, I guess now that you asked what inspires me, I have a good answer for that now. There's a quote from a movie, Midnight in Paris, that my friend Anjali, who's sitting somewhere where I can't see, showed me, where Judi Dench says, we all fear death and question our place in the universe. The artist's job is not to succumb to despair, but to find an antidote for the emptiness of existence. So that's what inspires me.
There are a lot of stories like that. Not that I've read anyway, especially because it's not really a story about, all the political trauma in Kashmir. It's just a story that's set in Kashmir. So yeah, I guess that's it.
इंस्पिरेशन की बात बहुत ज़्यादा हुई है अगर आप हिंदी में बता पाएं तो एक्चुअली इस बुक की इंस्पिरेशन कहाँ से आई
दोस्त से actually. Shreya, my friend, because she spoke about her London में that came from a fairy tale and was just so beautiful, and so it's kind of one thing led to another, as they say, and the idea kind of grew over a while and shifted to Kashmir and became magic, and so yeah, I guess but that was the first inspiration, was that house in London.
कश्मीर में आपने बताया कि आपने विजिट किया है आपका पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा
Yeah, very nice. Everyone's very sweet, very caring and hospitable, which, kind of makes it even sadder that, it's a place that's perceived as so violent. So we visit Kashmir once every year, we try, because Dad grew up there, so.
दैट की कोई स्टोरी बताएंगे जो आपने आपसे शेयर की हो कश्मीर की जो आपको सच में आपको लगा कि इस बुक का भी हिस्सा होना चाहिए
Well, Dad told me a story about when he was younger, the heat, they would have to run out and get firewood, and they would have to come in quickly because then your cheeks get pink with the cold, and then you have to run back in, and and then you put the wood inside the heater and you heat khana on top of the heater and then you eat dinner. So that I thought had to go in the book because that was just such a lovely idea of a way to spend a winter that you can never get in Mumbai, for example. Thank you. What kind of films? Well, okay, honestly, I wouldn't be being honest if I said that I didn't watch more English films than Hindi films. I guess my favorites recently have been Birdman, La La Land. I love that. That just came out. I love La La Land. I'm thinking of movies that really I also loved all the Disney films growing up. So those were the kind of films that I really enjoyed, especially films that celebrate art as a whole. Not really sad films, which was why La La Land was like such a amazing thing for me. So yeah, those are the kind of movies that I watch generally, and also sometimes the whole family gets together and watches a TV show or something. So my dad's favorite, I think actually two. Ferrari Ki Savari was one because it was just such a sweet story about a boy with a dream that I really liked because that was at its core. So that one, and also Broken Horses, which was the English film he made that nobody but me apparently liked. So yeah, that was the second one. Well, Dad did grow up in Kashmir, and we have visited Kashmir once a year. And it's also a place that I think it became a story worth telling, as I said, when you set it in Kashmir, because then it actually has something to show to people, which is that it's not just violence, and it's not just politics, and it's also just a beautiful place where you could find magic. Neil Gaiman is one of my favorites. Lewis Carroll is another one of my favorites. Of course, J.K. Rowling, who is on the wall at the back. Many others. Roald Dahl, I used to love when I was a kid. Yeah, those were, and also Shel Silverstein, his poetry, his drawings, because these were authors that completely challenged what could be perceived as real and what could be perceived as proper writing. So yeah.
Since you started writing quite early, so will we see a writer in future making? Or
I think so.
Any other profession would you like?
Well, I've always known it would be something creative, but I guess I still have to think about it, of course. But I think so, yeah, I think so. I think probably.
So, is it fiction and fantasy that you're more inclined towards to write, or are there any other kind of genres that you prefer?
I'm definitely drawn to fiction and fantasy most because that's when a story is fun for me, is when it has magic in it. I guess I've always, definitely fiction over non-fiction because I always used to get bored reading non-fiction. But also kind of a more realistic fiction would be fun to try in the future, I guess.
So, would you not prefer writing any kind of real life stories as well?
Yeah, no, I would, but only because real life stories, there's a lot more focus on human emotion than in, sort of magic. So it takes you need to grow as a writer before you attempt to capture human emotion in such a way that it entertains readers for a whole book. Because you basically have to get them interested in reading about themselves. And I have to, sort of learn a lot as a writer before I attempt that.
So, when you're writing, is it that you get into the skin of the character before you start writing, or is it just a go with the flow?
I create the character while writing, but then after a certain point, you have to kind of sit down and have them answer questions. I always interview them. I find that's the most helpful.
So, do you find yourself emotionally connecting to half of the writing?
Yeah, some characters, because if you don't emotionally connect with them, who will? Like if you as the author, if you don't, then how can you expect the readers to? So yeah, I try definitely, because if you aren't, then that's probably a sign that the character is just not, too thin or too cliched probably.
की इंस्पिरेशन की बात करें कि बुक की इंस्पिरेशन आपको कैसे मिली आपको राइटर बनने की इंस्पिरेशन
Well, that's always been from a very young age to be a writer, because I would love to tell stories, not even so much writing as just telling stories. So that's kind of where it began, and then it sort of grew into the act of putting pen on paper. And I guess it started with getting little figures and Legos and making stories out of that. I guess that's where it first began.
Maybe apart from your parents and friends, who would you love to give a copy of this?
Well, I've given it to all of them. I can't really choose, but I would guess since it's dedicated to my 3 friends, definitely them. First off, because it's dedicated to them. And also, of course, my parents, because of all the reasons that everyone already knows, that they've, supported me and really helped. And of course, all my teachers and my school, because they've just been so tolerating and so understanding during this process.
What inputs did your parents give you?
Yeah, they gave me feedback, but only when I asked for it. So like I would ask dad for more plot related things, and I would ask mom for more language related things, and I would ask them both for how to balance the school and the writing. But actually mom was a better person to ask for the balance, because dad would just be like, fail, it's okay.
Would you like to write for a film in the future?
Maybe, but the thing is, I can't really write that well in terms of images. I don't really know how to build like a scene or like a tense image, or he should stand behind that table, that would be really cool. Like, I don't really think like that. I think more in just the words and the descriptions. And also I think that like script writers and playwrights are really much braver than, novelists, because when I'm writing a novel, I can see the finished product right there in front of me. This is what the readers are going to see. But they don't know what the finished product is going to look like until they present the script as finished. And that's like, I don't know. I mean, what if the actor acts it terribly? You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know if I could do that, especially because you have to work with a bunch of people, and I don't know how Zaira does it, honestly.
Something you're writing now after this book?
Yeah, I'm thinking of many things, but once again, I mean, first off, I want to just get through my exams, and secondly, I want to grow as a writer and learn from other writers before I start the next book.